Hello and welcome to another ROFFS update of the ocean conditions using satellite imagery from July 13th. We were able to see the area relatively good this weekend for the update. We did have some clouds, however, particularly off the Keys, north of Manila there, and then some certainly along South Carolina and North Carolina. Overall, the Gulf Stream has started to stabilize temperature-wise. It's still predominantly 86 to 87 extending through the Florida Straits, and then 86 to 85 extending past North Carolina there. Starting to the south, as I mentioned previously, we'll zoom in here a little bit. There is quite a bit of clouds. There does appear to be some cooler water here coming in offshore, which would indicate then a relatively normal pattern of a large counterclockwise eddy along the Gulf Stream there off of Key West. Looking north, we can see a little bit of a rotation here north of Stewart, as well as an eddy north of Canaveral to keep an eye on. A smaller eddy here off of the Jacksonville area, and then a relatively large eddy here extending through the Georgetown to Fernandina, I'd say, area that we're certainly going to keep an eye on as the week progresses. And then looking north from Cape Fear to Cape Hatteras, we can see what appears to be an eddy here circulating some water inshore, as well as this cooler water south and then offshore. And then another rotation in here off of the Cape Lookout to Cape Hatteras area. To the south, quickly in the Bahamas, relatively similar water temperatures, but there is, it appears to be, kind of the normal counterclockwise rotation in the channel there, as well as some cooler, cleaner water here off of the Abacos, circulating south, as well as to the west. Looking at the associated chlorophyll data, again to the south, pretty cloudy, but overall this normal kind of green to blue edge is relatively far inshore and stable, indicating action along the 20 fathom range or so. We can see this little push of cleaner water here south of Canaveral. This relatively large feature again here off of the Florida to South Carolina area. And then to the north, we can see a relatively large feature here, circulating some water inshore along Onslow Bay, and then again off of Raleigh Bay up here as well. We'll take a look here at the Bahamas again, and like I mentioned, this overall counterclockwise rotation through the channel there, and then a relatively nice edge here with this Bahamas blue water and off the Abacos for what, earlier in the season was probably the best fishing Abaco has seen in at least 15 years. So still looking pretty good over there, as well as up along the Walkers to Manila and east side area there. So with that, for the most recent analysis of your area, you can order online at ROFFS.com. You can place an order via phone if you call us at 321-723-5759. And you can email us at fishing@roffs.com. Thank you very much. Tight lines.